Kumar, stock markets witnessed a free fall yesterday on counting day, down nearly 6%. After being down for nearly 8%, more than 8%, they recovered a little bit and they were down around 6% by the end of trading day yesterday. But it seems to have bounced back. Stock markets have bounced back for the day. On your screens, Nifty, Senex, mid cap, small cap, all up in the green. Nifty and the Senex both up over 2% for the day. So what should you do with your portfolio? To answer that question, we have a very special guest joining us. We have Mr. Nilesh Shah, Managing Director of Kotak Mahindra AMC, joining us live on this broadcast. Nilesh, thank you so much for taking time out to be with us. It's a simple question over here. They say never look to time the markets, but look at what's happened over the course of the last 24 to 48 hours, from a free fall of over 8% to now back in the green. How are you reading things at this point in time?
So one, the advice of never try to time the market is absolutely correct. In the hindsight, we could have guessed that Monday we should have sold, but in reality, everyone bought on euphoria from exit poll. In the hindsight, we all know Tuesday after correction, we should have started buying. But in the hindsight, that's the knowledge. On that day, there was selling by domestic as well as global investors. Today, market has bounced back, and hence we feel, oh, yesterday's buying should have been good. My recommendation, don't be a trader. It's very, very hard money. Be an investor. Participate in India growth story, which is moving from 5th largest economy to 3rd largest economy. As an investor, you will make money easily.
Okay, Nilesh, stay with us because I have my colleague Suyash Maheshwari also joining me in the studio. Suyash, over to you.
Now, of course, as you rightly pointed out, Krishna, very healthy and very strong recovery for the markets. Almost, across the board, we are seeing buying interest play out. The advance to decline ratio, which represents how many stocks are advancing versus how many are declining, that sits at about 2.25 to 1, meaning 225 stocks are rising compared to 100 that are falling. So, very healthy recovery. But, Mr. Shah, hi, I'll come to you now. Since BJP by themselves failed to secure a simple majority in Lok Sabha, do you expect that when election comes, when actually the budget comes, they will perhaps revise down their spending on sectors like railway, defense, infrastructure, than it was previously anticipated?
So one, between vote on account and budget, they have got 1 lakh crore extra from dividend of RBI. Second, they also have a much higher tax buoyancy compared to what was estimated in the vote on account. So there is a fiscal space. More importantly, the PSU market cap, despite yesterday's fall, is substantially higher than what it was, let's say, 3 years back. That gives them option to do asset monetization or divestment and raise resources. So my feeling is that will there be policy recalibration in the budget? Quite likely. But there are enough resources to support your railway spending, infrastructure investment, as well as give boost to the consumption at the bottom end of the pyramid. The spending will not be controlled. There will be innovative ways to raise resources.
Now, just a follow-up on that, considering that you do not expect a much wider downward revision in these budget, in these themes, would it be a good time to enter into these themes still, because considering, yesterday they were the biggest drags on market. PSU stocks for one fell about 10 to 15%. So was the case with railway and, infrastructure related stocks as well. Do you think it's a good time to perhaps enter into these themes?
So in PSUs, I think you'll have to be stock specific. On a broad basis, there are certain PSU counter where floating stock is very, very low. Government holding is very, very high. That has resulted into small amount of buying and selling impacting prices. Except probably yesterday, they were all rising one way. And that has built a lot of momentum and valuation, which is very, very high. Despite yesterday's correction, I think there is still opportunity to correct if there is a supply. On the other hand, there are many PSUs in financial services, in railway, in defense, where there could be opportunity because there the price discovery is happening on a large floating stock. So my first thumb go for more floating stock PSUs than low floating stock PSUs. Second, within defense, if you are looking at, see, our defense budget will grow, but it will grow in probably low double digit, high single digit. It can't multiply. Any company which is focused on exports market, and the world is fighting 2 wars, so stocks have depleted, they will be willing buyer of our equipments. I think any defense company, defense PSU, which is covering local as well as global market, has a better chance of outperformance. So be little bit bottom up stock pickers in PSUs. Just don't buy basket as a whole, because there is certain PSUs, especially with low floating stock, where valuations are unreasonable.
All right, so bottom-up approach as far as PSU stocks are concerned. But one final question from me, if we have time, Mr. Shah. Before we let you go, I mean, while everything was falling almost vertically yesterday, it was the FMCG pack that defied that trend. It was up almost, the Nifty FMCG was up almost 1%, and even today this rally continues. In fact, it is the best performing pocket of the market, and the index is up about 5% or so, with constituent stocks up 2 to 10%. Is that a space to look at, considering that we are expecting a normal, if not better, monsoon this time around, and potentially RBI could also start cutting rates sooner than later?
So the consumption stock has been boosted, one, by definitely good monsoon, but that was not day before yesterday also and last week also. The consumption stock right now is getting a boost from the expectations that there will be recalibration of policies, and support will be given for consumption in mass market product, in rural economy, in bottom of the pyramid consumption, and which is why we have seen some amount of buying happening over there. We remain bullish consumption theme over a medium to long term, but do remember that markets adjustments happen very, very fast. So if you are investor, you should be overweight consumption theme. But if you are trader, then please take your call, because a lot of this is already priced at current level.
Okay. For all those who are not traders, for all our audience who are watching, who are regular retail investors, say investing in mutual funds and SIPs, what would be your advice to them at this stage? For those who have already invested for many years and those who are looking to start investing at this point in time.
So SIP is the best way to start your investment. It helps you average ups and downs of the market. All I need is a longer term horizon. And in SIP, someday Agni Pariksha will come where your returns are low, returns are negative, NAVs have fallen. At that point of time, please keep faith. Don't redeem. In fact, invest more. So continue with your SIP and be participant of long-term India growth story. Over last 25 years, India has grown multiple times. Next 25 years also it will grow multiple times. Today we have states which are as big as 20 years back India. Tomorrow we'll have India and states which will be multiple times bigger than today. So be an investor through SIP.
Okay. Keep the faith is the word coming in from Mr. Nilesh Shah, Managing Director of Kotak Mahindra AMC. Nilesh, thank you so much for taking time out to be with us here on News 9 Live and talking to us. With that, we need to take a very short break. I'm going to thank my colleague Suyash Maheshwari as well for joining us for this chat. Thank you, Suyash. We'll take a break. Be back with lots more. Keep it with News 9 Live.
Helps beat sensitivity fast. Sensodyne Rapid Relief.
केसरिया